Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome, whichever. This is a pretty new channel. Um, I have a tutorial for this video. Um, I work with AI a lot. Um, I'm learning to program and create digital art and build video games from AI. I also do get art assets from AI. Music assets I create myself. We'll go over that in another video. And the art assets that I get, we'll go over that in another video. This video, though, is something I figured out on my own. I had, for a game that won't be coming out for quite some time, I had an art asset created that should have screen glow, right? If you don't know what screen glow is, turn on your TV in the middle of the night with no lights on. That's what screen glow is. So that asset should have had screen glow. And I was like, there's no glow whatsoever. So I put it in Gimp and started messing around, and I found something very interesting. Then, when I brought it up to the AI that I like to work with, I got told that that wasn't the way it's done. It's not at all an industry standard, and as a matter of fact, it listed 3 other ways that the same thing would be done. And I went, okay, but what I've done here gives me the exact effect I was looking for, and it looks perfect. And the AI was like, well, if it's perfect and it's the exact result you were looking for, then you have found a innovative new way to do it. Now, if that's not true and other people have made tutorials about this, then hey, great. I'm glad you already know this trick. But if it is innovative and it is something new and a new way to do it, then I hope my tutorial can help. So behind me, Gimp is opened. I'm gonna now shrink, and there's one of my cats. I'm now gonna shrink my camera screen to show you the Gimp window, and I'm gonna show you my trick. Now, again, I hope it helps somebody, and if not, if you already knew about this, alright, cool. And if you're not creating any digital art, you're just watching this because I'm me and you know me from TikTok, or because you're interested in how are video games made, then cool, enjoy the video. Let's get into it. This is, like I said, this is a little trick that I figured out on my own. And as you can see here, I had AI create me a little piece of art for the purpose of doing this. Now, one thing we're going to do is make sure that the hardness is, not that low. We don't want it at 0. The hardness of the brush, because we're using the smudge tool. The smudge tool is like you draw a picture, you take your finger, and you smudge a pencil drawing. That's what the tool is exactly, which is why it's named that way. So I think we're going to put it at The hardness of the tool, maybe 1.5. And the force, we'll leave it 2.5. Do a quick little experiment. I've got the hiccups now. And see how it goes. One thing, look, see the, first let me scroll in. You see the size of the tool. We want it big, and 410 is pretty big, but let's go ahead and pick it up some more. $450. That looks good. $450. That even is bigger than the little circle in the middle. So, check this out. Force 2.5, hardness 1.5, and again, those might not be the right settings. We will find out together. The only thing I really remember about this trick from when I did it for the art asset that I had created for me was the tool cursor needed to be big, these needed to be low. Past that, it's all kind of whatever. So, we're going to start right here in the middle. Now, I'm not taking credit for this over here on the sides. Those bits of glow were already there. Now, it looks like, quite possibly, yeah, it looks like that is a damn good place for the settings for the exact thing that I'm doing. Adding TV screen glow from an old tube TV. This particular image was created by an AI, and it will never be used by me in a game, unlike the ones I ask for specifically to use in games. This I asked for this video. Now, depending on what you're creating, if you look, as I swipe it and pull it out, the original image itself is becoming a little faded, a little lighter, a little blurrier, a little smudged, if you will. Now, thing about that is, if you take this tool here, before you start, don't, at this point, it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense, but you take this tool here, you capture the image, or you use this tool, looks like a little lasso, and you just, everywhere you click, it drops a point, and then from the point you can move in any direction, and it will hinge on that point. So, and I'm doing this quick and rough because I'm not actually gonna use it, but you do that, then you hit CTRL, Control V, or sorry, I skipped a step, Control C followed by Control V. Then you would close out the original image. Over here, see right here, you can go, you right click it, it says delete layers. You can do that, and then you'll save the image on the screen and then save it on its own, the screen, the image on the screen, all that. And go blur it real good, and then turn down the opacity and open that as a layer by going over here, open as layers. Alright. After you've blurred it and turned down the opacity, you'll bring it back on top of the regular picture as a layer with a lower, and that's why you lower the opacity, because it does make the image more transparent. Layer that over the original image, you'll have your screen glow and you won't mess up the original image. But I'm messing up the original image without caring, because again, this will never be used for anything by me. I am going to delete it when I'm sure that the video is right. And then it won't matter. So yes, I am messing up the original image, but what I just told you about doing the copy and paste with it, making a selection, doing the copy paste, getting a separate layer, closing the main layer, the main image over here, then doing all that, then you can open the layer of the blur. And then from there, what you can do is you take and you grab and pull, and if there were multiple things here, you can drag them to what should be on top. The blur effect should be on top. You know what? Let's see. Discard changes. File. Open as layer. Open. Come on. Computer's slowing down a little bit apparently. Possibly because I'm trying to record a video and my processor is an i3. That's another thing about game dev. I am not working with the greatest equipment in the world. And for YouTube, I need better sound recording equipment, better video equipment to make more high-end AAA looking games. I need better computers. And then this thing will be specifically for art, because it's a laptop that folds over backwards to become an art tablet. That's pretty freaking cool. So now we have the original image all pulled up. Now, like I said, Control C, Control V. Now there's a copy of it. You see it popped up over here on its own layer. Now we'll select that layer. That way we're not working on the main layer. And then we'll do it again, just to show what the effect of this is. And if it continues to not give me results, I'm going to do something so that I can show y'all another aspect of Gimp that is amazing, and to see if the results are Okay, the results are cutting off right there. Now, I did that. I'm going to go over here, undo smudge. That's it. That's all it takes. And you take this, take the rectangle select tool, click anywhere on the screen, it'll get rid of a selection you've created through fuzzy select tool or the free select tool. Doesn't matter, it'll get rid of it. Then, see, like I said, some of this is I'm experimenting on it while I'm making the video so that we can learn together. Okay, but the layer matters as well. Layer boundary size, and we'll just go ahead you know what, cancel that. Layer boundary size, because now I see what I did wrong that time. Click that to link them, and then the whole thing, resize. Okay, we need more than that. Where did I put it? Layer boundary size. Relink it because it likes to unlink. Resize. Okay, that brings it up to here. That should give us the effect anyway. So, oh yeah, we forgot. I forgot, not you guys. Hardness down to just 1. That'll be fine. Force, we're going to put it 3 and see the results of that. Yeah, see, 1 and 3 does a pretty good job too. Now, that's giving me a really nice screen glow. I think Storm, his name is Storm Cloud, was trying to say hi. I don't know. He's yelling at me. Alright, so then now that's kind of blurred. And again, take down the opacity. Look at that. Now we've got screen glow, and the original picture is still looking good. Bring down the opacity even more, which is what I did in the original time that I learned this trick. The opacity is really low, force and the hardness is really low, and the size is really big. That is how I got the effect the first time. And like I said, I didn't know exact numbers or nothing. I just knew low, low, big, and then opacity, low. Now, that looks fairly natural. Looks fairly normal. Now, here's what we can do with that. We'll right click again. To merge visible layers. expand as necessary, clip to image, clip to bottom, merge. Now we've got one solid picture. Now, of course, with not perfecting the borders of the layer, you see right here, there's a hard line in the glow. So, something to play around with a little bit, but I just wanted to show you guys that the smudge tool is actually, if you turn down the hardness, turn down the force, and turn down the opacity, pick up the size to fairly large. You can go bigger if you want. It's very effective in creating a glow effect. And that's something I found out on my own. Something I just figured out. Oh, you know what? Before I shrink this... Oh, look at that. Hopefully I didn't give anybody motion sickness with that. Before I shrink this, like I said, this will not be used. And I'll delete it in a little bit, but unless I stop the video, start a whole new channel in the video, and do a bunch of stuff, you won't be able to see me delete it anyway. But yes, I will delete it when I'm done with this video, because that's not something I need. Now, I've heard a lot about AI generated, blah blah blah. Am I going to AI generate a game? No. I am not going to talk to an AI that can kind of create a game and give it a detailed... Two reasons. One, AI is not perfect. It's good, it's helpful, it's awesome. It ain't perfect. And two, if I laid out everything that I wanted the game to be in a detailed written description, I can almost promise you I'd fuck it up. And so would 99% of people. And honestly, I don't want to do that to make a game that I want people to be able to play and enjoy. This is my other cat. This is Princess. We have Princess and Stormcloud, and Princess is a very needy, very lovey kitty. So, yeah, I would never do that. But getting some generated art, getting some code generated by... Now, you generate code through AI, you have to pay extreme attention, not to the code itself, because you don't have to know coding to do coding, because an AI can write it for you. But you have to pay close attention to errors that pop up and the results of the code, so you can tell the AI the issues. We'll go over that in a video too. I will show you every bit of that, because I don't know coding. I don't speak Godot's particular coding language. I don't speak C#, C++, none of it. I don't know whatever it is Godot's language is based off of either. Something having to do with a snake, but I don't remember the name of the coding language. I don't know any of those coding languages. I don't understand the shit. I don't know what it's saying. Well, what I do know is sometimes you have an AI create a code. You put the code in. You test, and it doesn't turn out quite right. Then you tell the AI what's not right. Not only the error messages that pop up in red or the warning messages that pop up in yellow, but the actual effects when you try to play the game or something. And there's a preview play button at the top of Game Engine. You hit it and it'll let you play the scene that you're working with. Well, you go to do that and there's something wrong, you can tell the AI what's wrong. So I may not know how to code, and I may be having an AI generate the code for me. That doesn't mean it's not hard work. I do have to troubleshoot with a AI, sometimes for an hour or two, for 4 lines of code. So there's that. And, well, that'll wrap up this video. You guys have a great SJI day.